Once upon a time, there was a little boy named Charlie. He was 9 years old and lived in a small house with his mother, father, little sister Emma, and their fat orange cat, Mr. Whiskers. Charlie loved watching animated movies on Saturday mornings. Every Saturday, he woke up early, made a big bowl of cereal, and sat on the big blue sofa in the living room. His favorite movie was The Adventure of the Brave Bunny. But one Saturday morning, something strange happened. Charlie woke up, went to the kitchen, poured some cereal, and hurried to the living room. He reached for the TV remote. At least, he thought it was there. But the remote was gone. Charlie looked under the coffee table. He looked on the sofa. He looked behind the TV. "Where is the remote?" he said aloud. Just then, Emma came into the room with her favorite teddy bear. She saw Charlie searching under the sofa. "What are you doing?" she asked. "I can't find the remote." "Have you seen it?" Charlie replied. "No," said Emma. "But maybe Mr. Whiskers took it." Charlie looked at Mr. Whiskers, who was sleeping peacefully on the armchair. Mr. Whiskers. Maybe, Charlie thought. He walked over and gently lifted the cat. Nothing was under him. Mr. Whiskers gave a loud meow and jumped to the floor. Charlie sighed and ran to the kitchen. His mother was making pancakes. "Mom! Have you seen the remote?" he asked. "No, sweetie," she said. "Did you check the sofa?" "Yes. It's not there." "Did you ask your father?" "Not yet," Charlie replied. "Well, maybe he knows," said Mom, handing him a small pancake. Charlie took a bite and ran to the bedroom. His father was fixing a lamp. Charlie burst in. "Dad! The remote is missing. I can't watch my movie." His dad laughed. "Oh no. Have you looked in the bathroom?" "The bathroom? Why would it be there?" Charlie asked. "You never know," said Dad with a smile. Charlie sighed again, but he checked the bathroom anyway. He looked in the cabinet, behind the toilet, and even inside the laundry basket. No remote. Charlie was not ready to give up. "Okay," he thought. "I will search the whole house." He looked under his bed. He looked inside the toy box. He looked in the kitchen drawers. He looked behind the curtains. But the remote was nowhere to be found. Emma followed him around the house. "Charlie," she said softly, "maybe we can make it fun. Let's play a game, like a treasure hunt." Charlie looked at her. His little sister always had funny ideas. "Okay," he said. "Let's do it." Emma ran to get a notebook and a pen. "We need clues," she said. "But we don't know where it is." Charlie laughed. "That's the fun part." Emma smiled. Emma wrote the first clue, "Look where it's cold, where ice is bold." "The fridge!" Charlie shouted. They ran to the fridge and opened it. Of course, there was no remote, but they laughed. "Next clue, look where you lay your head at night." "My bed," Charlie said. They ran to Charlie's bed and searched under the pillows. No remote. "Next clue, look where books tell tales of might." "The bookshelf," Charlie exclaimed. They ran to the living room bookshelf and checked every book. There was no remote. But behind one book, Charlie found a small photo of them with their grandma. He smiled and said softly, "I remember this day. We had so much fun." "I miss Grandma," Emma said. "Me too," Charlie replied. After many more clues and lots of running, the two sat on the floor, tired. "Maybe we won't find it," Charlie said. "It's okay," Emma said. "We had fun, didn't we?" Charlie nodded. He realized something important: the morning had been more fun than watching a movie. "Thanks, Emma," he said. "Anytime," she smiled. Just then, Mr. Whiskers walked into the room. He jumped on the sofa, looked at the cushions, and started to dig with his paws. "Mr. Whiskers. What are you doing?" Emma asked. Charlie's eyes grew wide. "Wait. Maybe." He ran to the sofa, pulled up the cushion, and there it was. The missing remote. "Hooray!" they both shouted. Charlie picked up Mr. Whiskers. "You knew where it was all along, didn't you?" The cat purred loudly. Charlie turned on the TV. The movie started. But as he sat down, he looked at Emma. "Do you want to watch it with me?" he asked. "Yes, please," she said. They sat together, a big blanket over their laps, and watched the adventure of the brave bunny. Mr. Whiskers curled up between them. And from that day on, Saturday mornings were a little different. Charlie still watched his movies, but now, Emma always joined him. Sometimes they didn't even turn on the TV. They made treasure hunts, drew pictures, or just played with Mr. Whiskers. Charlie had learned something very important that day. Sometimes the best adventures happen when things don't go as planned. The end.